What up, y'all? So, this morning's gonna be a little bit different. I was trying to work out, but I couldn't concentrate. I was listening to my normal playlist. Something just hit me. This morning, y'all, I got a story to tell. Some confessions to make about the first time I tried to get clean. Shit been haunting me. You know, I'm just a kid from Indiana. I come out here to LA, a place where nobody thought I could make it. Everybody told me, Jay, don't go out to LA, bro. You'll fade off, you get hooked, you get back on everything, you know what I mean? But I ain't listen, because you know what? Ain't nobody telling me what I can and can't do. And I was right. I came out here and got solid. You know, I never forget the first day I tried to come clean, man. My first boss, I used to call him my angel, because he was the only person in my life that tried to save me when everybody else was turning their back on me. I never forget that day. I woke up in the morning. My fiance had a line of dope on her side. I had a line of dope on my side. And I woke up and looked at it. Got up and started heading for the door. And my chick was like, yo, baby, hey, what are you doing? You know you left your dope on the nightstand. Ain't you gonna do that before you go? But I had to drop my kid off at school. And I wanted to make a choice that morning. And I chose my kid. I said, nah, babe, you go ahead and do mine. And she just looked at me with this worried look in her eye, because she know the last time that I woke up and didn't have nothing like that, it was almost a medical situation. And I knew it was gonna be too, and it sure was. I started heading towards my kid's school to drop him off. Normally he'd be with his mom, but that morning he was with me. And I wanted him to have a father that he could count on. So as the snow started turning to rain, started turning to sleet, I was heading towards the school, and I heard my demon in the back seat heckling me. You know you finna get it, right? Because I don't know about y'all, but my addiction was a demon. A demon that held a power over me that I couldn't shake. And Monkey got on my back and turned into a gorilla, and there wasn't no shaking it. So nah, I couldn't shake it that morning, but I fought it. I dropped my kid off at school, and he turned around and looked at me with this little worried look in his eye. He said, Dad, I love you. I said, get off the school, little man. He turned around and smiled, and he headed to class. I knew I couldn't go home because that dope was waiting on me. As much a fiend as she was, my ex, she wouldn't do that line of dope because she knew that was curtains for me. So I ain't go home. I headed to work. No tools, no plan, no hope, no nothing. Just headed to work. Went down in the basement where they was doing cleaning. They was remodeling upstairs, doing drywall and whatnot. And I went down in the basement and I curled up in a ball next to a trash bag. And for 3 hours, all my guys on the crew thought that I was a bag of trash. Literally. And I laid there as my demon held his hand over me and said, you know, you got to get up and go home, son. You got to go home. You got a line to do. My girl was texting me, calling me, hey, are you okay? I know you're sick. Come home, you got this dope waiting on you. But I had the smell of that dope in my nose from the night before, and I couldn't shake it. I knew I had made a choice that morning, and I wasn't going back. It's the first time I tried to get clean. So I unraveled, started crawling up the stairs. And I got to the top of the stairs, and my best friend was standing there. Which he's still my best friend, but I was never much of a friend to him. And I looked up at him like you look at the sun, so bright, blinding. I said, Mark, I need help, bro. He said, what you mean you need help? What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong, son? And I'm like, I'm sick. He said, what do you mean you're sick? Go home, lay down. I said, no, bro, I'm a different kind of sick today. And he just looked at me with this worried look in his eye, and he set the knife back in his pan. He said, what you been doing? I said, boss, I've been doing heroin. And he just dropped his jaw. He's like, oh no. I knew you was doing something crazy, but I didn't think you'd be doing something like that. Shit killed me to own up to it. But I did it. Because there was a fight inside of me that was more powerful than this demon that was holding me down, and I knew it. And I knew I couldn't keep on letting it win. I had to expose myself. I said, Mar, what do I do? I love this chick, man, but she won't let me up. And this demon won't let me quit. He said, man, fuck what she's thinking, man. You gotta go get clean, bro. I said, I can't leave her, man. She counts on me too much. I had all these excuses. Addicts always got these excuses. Reasons why they can't stop today. But the thing is, if you don't stop today, you could be dead tomorrow. So what does it matter? What does all that shit you waiting on matter if you're dead? So he got on the phone and he started calling rehabs. I was like, man, I can't leave her, bro. I was living in my dope man's house. I was roommates with my dealer. All I had to do was walk to the bedroom next door, knock on the door, and say, hey, I'm ready for my gram for the day. If that's all I was taking. And that was only because I had limited money because my business had taken such a fall because of my addiction. Hell, I sold half my tools. I couldn't do half the work I used to do because I didn't have the tools no more. But I had the tools to quit. And my boss, a man nearly half my size, with twice the strength as me, he said, Jay, what does it matter if you're preserving yourself for a girl for tomorrow if you die today? And that shit hit me like a ton of bricks. So I made an agreement with him that day. And I'll tell you what, I understood why you go to rehabs to detox, because you should not do that shit around normal people. Because shit came out of me that was unnatural, supernatural. I watched the devil come out of me, man. Sitting in a dope house, man came to me with a pile of dope on a tray. Said, man, come on, get right, man. I said, get that shit the fuck out of my face. I'm trying to get clean. Damn near got in a fucking shootout right there in the middle of the living room. But I didn't care no more. They was trying to kill me. I was trying to live. I had 3 sons to fight for. Beautiful fiance. My mother, she's a warrior, bro. My dad and my mom quit crack. Damn near took them both out. But they fought it. My uncle introduced me to AA, fought alcohol for damn near 40 years. He just passed away recently. So I woke up the next morning, I called my boss. I said, Mar, I made it another 24. He said, all right, son, good job. Call me tomorrow. And that went on for about 3 or 4 days. And I kept fighting it. But see, the thing is, you can white knuckle it all you want. But until you realize that you can't do it alone, you're fighting a losing battle. You gotta surrender. I had to surrender, but I wouldn't. And that was the beginning of a long road out of hell that lasted almost a decade of white knuckling it, getting clean, relapsing, getting clean, relapsing. I'll never forget waking up morning after morning. And that was all them phone calls consisted of. Hey, Mar, I made it. I didn't do nothing, dog. I didn't get high. All right, Jay. Good job. Call me tomorrow. I just wish I would have listened to him then. I wish I'd have got clean then. I wish I'd have been strong enough to let all them responsibilities I thought were so important go. But I didn't. I waited. I lost more. Sacrificed more. I could have went in while I still had half my life. But I didn't. Because that dope was more important. My next high was more important. Let me tell you, it's not. It's fucking not. Anybody out there trying to debate when's the right time to get your ass into rehab, yesterday was the right time. Today's almost too late. Tomorrow you might be dead. Sorry to lay it on you this morning, y'all. That shit was sitting heavy on my chest. I had to let that shit go. Just like I had to let my addiction go. Today I'm sitting here almost 8 months clean. Off of heroin and meth. I had to start doing meth because the heroin got so tainted with fentanyl. I never knew when the lethal dose was going to be coming my way, so I had to put meth in every shot just to make sure I didn't die. And now I'm going to the gym trying to retrain my neurotransmitters in my brain because I done fried half my brain from the meth. Fried all my muscles. So it ain't a vanity thing. I have to go train every day. Otherwise I don't stand a chance. But you know what? Y'all can learn from my mistakes. You don't have to make them like that. You know how many times I fucking died? You don't have to die. You could watch this video and decide today's your day to get clean. Just putting that shit out there. You know, to all those that's already getting clean with me, I'm proud of you. I'm damn proud of you. And even if you're just thinking about it, hey, we proud of that too. Anybody ain't told you today they love you, I do. And you should love you too. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today.